Mic check, mic check. I think I'm back. Now I'm sorry that I lost you, but if you're watching this, here's the second half of the show. These drills, they are actually doing construction right around the corner, and they even warned us that the internet would be going out. So my apologies for them. Anyways, make my music go again. Let's just get through this stuff as fast as we possibly can. All right, but yes, that's the stuff that we're doing for tonight. Scare shots, tiered free throws, and you're gonna shoot the free throw. All right, try to make one in a row, then reset, then make two in a row, then three in a row, then four in a row. Inverted Euro steps as well. All right, if I can show you some of these drills, that would be awesome. There it goes. Tiered free throws, you guys know that one. It's pretty simple, but let's get to the next one for inverted Euro steps. Hit, 1, 2, make sure that you bounce the ball on one side, then 1, 2. All right. Again, just a reminder, most of you guys are probably seeing this stuff. Next drill. Again, sorry that I lost you before, but we are back. I'm going to finish up the show real quick, but pick a roll against to drive. Going toward the screen and going against it. That you take the steps properly. And then the last one, ready? Is just tangent for shots. You know, 180 tangent for shots. That's a handoff. Go to the corners, come off the screen, come back pick, pass right there, and then 4 balls go to everyone else. All right, so that's everything. All right. Heads up for tonight. Sorry again about getting cut off, but it's the construction people, man. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at now I can see what is it called again? The news story of the day is. Who's gonna win? All right, the 2024 NBA Finals are upon us, but who's going to win? All right. Do you think that it's going to be the Boston Celtics, or do you think it's going to be the Mavs? All right. The Mavs, I believe the Mavs are the underdogs, but the Celtics, as a Laker fan, I can't ever back the Celtics. So yeah, I don't trust Jason Tatum. I kind of trust Jaylen Brown, but he don't have handles. I don't really want Kyrie to win either, but I would love it if Luka won. So I'm just going to side with the Mavs. But who do you think will win this year? Do you think that it'll come down to 7 games, to 6, to 5, to 4? Who do you think will win and how many games? My prediction is going to be the Mavs in 6. I'm going with the Mavs in 6 because I really think that all 4 of these superstars, they're really, really great. But I think that Luka and Kyrie are on a different level. When it comes down to it and the chips fall down to it, I think that they're both so magical. Like they have something inside them. Now again, I'm not a Kyrie guy. I'm not. But dude, he's one of the most amazing players in the history of the NBA. And same with Luka. The more pressure that there is, the better that they do. And while they do have the lesser of the two teams, I do believe that they have the advantage because of how clutch these two individuals are. All right. And as for the other team, when they're going to get back Porzingis, that might actually mess up their chemistry. All right, Porzingis is a huge threat, 20-point-a-game scorer and rebounds and blocks and things like that, but he's enormously tall. But I don't know. The better team is definitely the Celtics. They've had a better year. I just really believe that the pressure is going to be so much that you have to go with the two guys that handle the pressure the most. Like, it's crazy how great they are under pressure. All right, so that's my pick. I'm picking the Mavs, but mostly because I want them to win. So we'll see what's going to happen. Mavs in 6 is my pick. Put your pick right down below in the comment section. All right, moving on to our homework. Who's been posting homework? All right, because you are what you do, not what you say you do. All right. People posting homework. I see Kieran put the pick and roll against the drive. Nice job. Around the cone spot shots as well. You guys can look at to see what we're doing for those. If you want examples, more examples, you can see those right there. Declan doing the 2-ball dribbling. Nice job, Declan. All right. We also had our people posting all the week 1, day 2, all the 5 perfect weeks in the comment section as well. Fantastic job. All right. Now, here's my little reaction. All right. I have a reaction for Wembenyama. All right. Wembenyama Just this is a picture when he was like 15 years old or something like that. He was very, very young. He's still very, very young. But in this, within a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, he did something that was amazing. All right, if you scroll down a little bit, all right, he replied to a 187 week old comment. It said he not gonna do none of that in the NBA. All right, so this was I used to watch him back when he was like just starting off, kind of. It was like weird. This guy would comment in the comment section of YouTube, and he's like, I'm gonna be the next superstar. And he would always say it, and then people would be like, oh, good luck, I saw your page, you look great. And I'm like, is this guy a real person? He's not spam? And I would go to his page, and it was him. And I was like, oh, this guy's huge. And he just kept like commenting. He's just a kid, right? And someone said, you're not gonna do none of that in the NBA, because obviously he was doing pretty well in the video. And he just replied back after winning Rookie of the Year and almost getting Defensive Player of the Year. He replied back with something extremely profound. Why not? All right. And I think that so many times as parents, as coaches, as people, we doubt people way too much. And sure, there's some people that we should be doubting, like the people who are lazy, but the people who are putting in hard work, you shouldn't ever doubt those people. And why not? I mean, there's a famous saying by, I believe it was Robert F. Kennedy. He said, some people ask why, and I like to ask why not. Now I'm paraphrasing, but yes. Like why, how, all these things. And like you want to say, how could I possibly do this? How could I possibly do the impossible? Why not? Why not you? Why not now? All right, so think that way and be that way. And for whoever said that about him, you were dead wrong. You better comment back, man. You better comment back. He's not gonna do none of that in the NBA. He did all of that and some more. All right, why not? Most profound comment that he could have possibly said. Great job, Wemby, and I hope that you keep going forward into the future as well. Let's check our story of the day. One of the things that my parents have taught me is to never listen to other people's expectations. You should live your own life and live up to your own expectations. And those are the things I really care about. Literally, you should live up to your own expectations, okay? Now, whether people think too highly of you or too lowly of you, none of that matters, because all that matters is what you think and hope for yourself. Now, you do want to put forth the energy and the effort and all the right things that you need to be doing, but at the end of the day, it's what do you expect of yourself? What do you want of yourself, okay? So think long and hard about those kind of things. All right, go out there with a determined attitude and just stop listening to the haters. That ties right into the Wembanyama thing as well. All right, now moving on to a thing that I just said, how I don't really cheer for Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna something about that in a second, but first is our trivia question of the day. I asked it last week. Trivia question of the day is, who was the tallest person in the NBA Hall of Fame? I think someone answered it last time, but let's see if you remember it. All right, who was the tallest person in the NBA Hall of Fame? First person to answer it wins. But I got to move on. Because we are running out of time. All right, next one I got is this thing. We're talking about Kyrie Irving, and Mark Cuban took a chance on Kyrie Irving, and here's what he had to say.
Made one of the controversial moves as of late in the NBA. And going out to get Kyrie Irving. Like, what was the thinking behind process of going to get Kyrie?
One, when you watch Kai back then and now, after any game, he's hugging five guys. It's not like high five, quick hug, walk off the court. He's hugging you like you're related. Mm-hmm. And
so we say that Kyrie's a bad teammate. We say all this stuff about him, like he doesn't show up. We say all these things about him, like he thinks the earth is flat, which might be true. I don't know. But his teammates love him all the time. And, you can tell when teammates don't like a dude. They love Kyrie, and Kyrie loves them. Really, like us on the outside, we don't see everything. We should really judge people by how they're perceived by their teammates. So how are you perceived by your teammates? I mean, are you coming off the court? He said a hug every time, not a high five, not a half hug. He goes like a full out hug. That's how much his teammates love him. I haven't heard one bad thing from any teammate that Kyrie's ever had. Now that I think about it, now I have a whole bunch of hate in my heart for Kyrie Irving, okay? Because he's abandoned teams and stuff like that, and the COVID thing was ridiculous. All this stuff, but I don't know. His teammates do love him, and that counts for a lot. So what do your teammates think about you? Are you going out of your way to love your teammates back? I mean, like, do you go after your bad games or after your good games? Are you embracing your teammates? Are you talking to your teammates? Are you making sure that they're okay? I think that that's a huge thing. If you're not, maybe you shouldn't be talking crap about Kyrie Irving. All right. Anyways, that's all I had to say about that. And I want to apologize to Kai because that is a great point that Mark Cuban brought up, and it's paying dividends for him right now. His teammates love him, and he loves his teammates. There's nothing else that should be said, really. All right. Anyways, moving on to the last thing. I believe it's. Let me see. What is it? I might be forgetting something. All right. It's a debatable topic. Oh yes. All right. So, should tall players challenge themselves? Now, I was a tall player growing up, not as tall as some of these guys, believe it or not. I was like 5 feet tall in 5th grade. I was 5'5" in 6th grade, 5'10" in 7th grade, and then I was like 6'7" in 8th grade. Okay, so I got pretty tall pretty fast. But I did challenge myself, but probably not to the extent that I probably should have, because I was dominant a lot of the time. But I see kids, like we played against a 3rd grade kid who was like a foot taller than everyone else. And all they can really do is hold the ball up high. They're not allowed to dribble because they have better dribblers on the team. So I'm like, if that kid was playing 5th grade, he would be a normal height guard. Why not make him a guard? Because he couldn't handle it probably. All right, maybe he couldn't handle it. But I'm saying, okay, just let him try. At least for like, a few months, and then put him back down with the 3rd graders, and I'll bet you he'll dominate. We had a 5th grade kid who was about 6'something", like 6'2" or something like that, and we were dominating this game because of him. He was scoring every single point. Like we were up by 30 or 40, and I was like, you know what? How about you be point guard right now? And he was like, okay. So he started being point guard, and he got the ball stolen from him by this horrible team about 9 straight times. And I was like, good job. I kept doing so much positive. I was like, great job, you're doing well. This dude with tears in his eyes quit. He quit that game. He was like, no, I'm done with it. I was like, come on, you can do it. And he's like, no, I don't want to anymore. And he wanted no part of that. He ended up barely playing in high school, and he was dominant in 4th and 5th grade because he had another tall kid on his church league team, and they never lost. So how much confidence do you need before you're like, let me start working out better? All right? Should tall players challenge themselves? I think that they should, because you're not going to be tall compared to like a 6th grader. I'm saying like those early years especially. All right? You shouldn't just be dominating by holding the ball up high. It's lame. You're never going to get better. That's just what I think. You can do whatever you want, but know that the coaches know and the parents know, except the coaches, they want to win, so why would they tell you any different? They'll be like, you shouldn't play for me. Yeah, you should. And then the parents, they want you to be happy, so what should they say? This sport matters or it doesn't? They're going to be like, just be happy. So it needs to be from the kid, which is the hardest part about it. So I don't blame the coach. I don't blame the parents. And it's hard to even blame the kid. So it is what it is, I guess. But if you can challenge yourself, challenge yourself. Don't just take the easy win. All right. Our trivia question was not answered today, but I guess we'll catch you on the flip side with that one. I'll ask it again next week. I have no chat here. So if you did answer it, I have no idea. Did you? Oh, Yao Ming as the answer. Is it Yao Ming? Man, let me see. Tallest Hall of Fame NBA guy. Who is it? It is Yao Ming. All right, it is Yao Ming is the answer. Good job, Tateo. He gets the point for the month. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget that the quote of the day is come back. And I came back to do this show, guys, after I got cut off. I apologize and stuff like that, but we got it done, and I will see you guys at workouts. And keep working on yourselves, guys. All right, let's improve. Let's get better. Don't forget to sign up for our games coming up here. These are the first ones that I'm telling. All right, talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.